The time has officially come. Now I showed y'all this 610 build a little while ago, man. It was for like a 50 speed with ball video, and I didn't really want to post a video on it, but they had patched the replica build glitch, and this was a replica build. Like, it had a glitch name on it. I had a super fire idea, and when the idea got ruined, I kind of like had a slower motivation to grind the build. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really want to grind it. Make sure y'all do drop a like, sub, and turn on them noties first of all, because we're just jumping straight into the video. No intro. I don't care about none of that, but drop a like if y'all want to. It's appreciated. And I had made this build. As y'all can see by the clips, this build is fire. I actually love this build. I've been playing on it recently, upgraded it, been getting the badges, and this build is about to be overpowered. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. But when I had first brought this build out, I had an idea of making it for a replica build, so I was in a rush. I wanted to get the video out ASAP, but then it got patched, so I did the 50 speed with ball idea because I didn't really need to have the build super upgraded to show you that in the video. And I was like more of a slow paced upgrade in the build. Well, the time has come, like I said, man. The build is finally upgraded. Y'all are getting clips. I'm going to pop the dribble moves up on the screen. I'm going to pop all the badges I'm using right now up on the screen. I'm going to tell you all the pros and cons about this build and just straight up tell y'all about the build at the end. I'm going to show y'all how to make the build and everything like that. So let's get straight to it. Now, y'all already seen the badges. Y'all already seen the dribble moves. Now, what I'm going to tell you about the badges is that this build obviously is not maxed out. It doesn't have a lot of badges, but I love that this build gets badges in better categories like playmaking, clamp breakers, tier 1, handles for days, tier 1, A lot of badges are tier 1 and tier 2. Same goes with shooting. You could get agent 3s, amped, off rip, finishing, you get limitless takeoff. Like, I could literally upgrade limitless takeoff as soon as I had made the build. This build is amazing when it comes to badges because you get the best badges really easily. Like, you don't have to sit there and grind out 18 playmaking badges so you could get, you know what I'm saying? Like, unpluckable obviously is going to be tier 3 on this build, but excuse me, but like I said, like, it's super easy. The only badge that you have to grind for on this build is unpluckable and then anchor on defense. Those are the only badges that are tier 3 that you actually need on this build. Other than that, everything else is tier 2 and tier 1, which is an absolute W, man. So the badges on this build are fire. I'm gonna pop up the jump shot. I've been using PJ Tucker base because the new patch, if y'all didn't know, like, it messed with Oscar Robertson, and that's a release, but Oscar Robertson, the most popular release in the game, right? So if they touched up on that, I really felt like something was different with O'Shea Brissett, and I don't know, like, I wanted to change it to something that wasn't as popular, just so then I wasn't using a jump shot everybody had and was something OP, just so I felt better about it. I just felt better doing that. So this is my new jump shot for the 610. It's been money, I'm not gonna lie. I've been making everything. Like, I'm shooting so consistent with them 2 badges I showed you. It's crazy. So that's really it when it comes to the badges, the jump shot, the dribble moves. One thing I am going to say about this build before I get into teaching y'all how to make that, this is the most important thing I'm going to tell you. The dribbling starts off a little bit slow. Like, at the beginning of the game, there's going to be some clips in here where you guys should see where, the dribbling isn't that fast. When you start the game, the dribbling isn't that fast. Now, I don't know if it's because my speed with ball still hasn't been touched. Like, right now, it's like a 30 on the build. I literally did not touch it at all. So I don't know if that's why it's starting off slow, because everything else is good. The acceleration, the ball handle, everything else is good. I know for sure that all that's good because I only have an 85 ball handle, 80 speed on the other build. Like, my other builds don't have that high of, speed and so I know it's not none of that. The only thing it could be is the speed with ball. Now, when I do upgrade the speed with ball, because it maxes out at like a 52, I will give y'all an update and let you know if the dribbling's faster. But that's something I just wanted to make sure y'all know, is the dribbling is a little bit slow at the beginning of the game, but once you get a couple buckets in, it starts speeding up and playing just like my 6-7. So it's not too much of a downfall. If you're a great player, you could definitely make this build work. I'm not going to say this build's for somebody who's a casual though. If you're a casual who wants everything to be easy, you should probably make my 6-7 with the 99 steel, because that build It's fast. You don't need to worry about it dribbling slow unless you're cold. You know, everything about it is regular. It gets limitless range, it gets limitless takeoff. On top of that, it gets, you know, Hall of Fame glove, and it gets all the badges you would really want it to get. This build right here is just something that I wanted to use to test my skill. It's a 610. Not a lot of people can really go crazy on a 610, so I wanted to do it. Now let me show y'all how to make the build, and let's wrap this video up. Now, like I said before, I made this build to test my skill, not for anything else other than that, just to test my skill and test speed with ball, and to really see what I could do on a really tall build, stretch 4. I wanted something really different, man. So this is what I went for. I know a lot of people have 6'9s and 6'10s, but this is different. This is an ISO stretch 4, barely any speed with ball, but I felt like making this build, I did a lot of different things, so I'm gonna show y'all. 6'10, these the stats there. For the attributes, we got 95 post control, so we could get Hall of Fame unpluckable. If you want, you could up it to 99 for Hall of Fame quick first step. It's completely up to you. And I got 85 driving dunks, so we get them contact dunks, and we get limitless takeoff and quick drops off rip. So the finishing on this build is tough. You get contacts, you get quick drops, and limitless takeoff. There's nothing at all to worry about. Shooting 85 3 ball, limitless range on silver. On my 6'7" 3&D point, this is all I got. Limitless range silver and the 85 3 ball, and I hit it from half court, beyond half court. I shoot consistent. My shooting is elite. So this is all you need when it comes to shooting. Ball handle maxed out at I think like 82, and I realized I only need an 80 ball handle for the dribble moves that I wanted to get, so I lowered the ball handle to 80 and then upped that post control to get unpluckable and stuff, so then the unpluckable Hall of Fame helps with that whole getting ripped thing. Now, speed with ball is completely up to y'all. You can max this out, up it so you could get Joel Embiid, which is 65 speed with ball, or you could do what I did and just, you know, leave it at 50. I will give y'all an update and let y'all know if 50, when I max it to 50, if it's still dribble slow in the beginning of the game. But honestly, it's the speed with ball, that's completely up to y'all. For defense, we got an 80 steal, which is not bad, just enough, you know, so you could get some steals. Perimeter defense, we got 82, so I could play defense on the guard. I could run with a popper, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to play defense, like worry about being like a defensive liability and having like a low perimeter D. Interior D, upped it as much as I could. Really, it's 79. You could up it more, do whatever you want with the defensive stats, but I got Hall of Fame anchor, and that's what I made the 99 block for. Now, people are gonna, you know, drop it and they're gonna try and, you know, make it a more all-around defensive build. I specifically wanted this build to have a Hall of Fame anchor, Hall of Fame unpluckable build, and still be able to shoot and get contacts, because I don't have a build with contacts. So there was a certain way I made this build, and that's the way I made it. But I like it. I think it's personally fine. I get a lot of rebounds without having to rebound it, so I like this build a lot, man. And here's the physicals. That's really gonna wrap it up, man. That's the mindset I had making this build. I think it's a really fire build. You get a lot of great takeovers too. You get sharp, lock, a rim take, post scoring take, and you get a fire name, bro. It's an ISO stretch 4. So if y'all like this build, let me know in the comments what y'all think and what y'all would change, or whatever y'all want to let me know in the comments. Go ahead, and if you end up making this build, let me know. But like I said in the gameplay, don't make this build if you're somebody who doesn't know how to use builds for real. Like, only make this build if you're an elite player and you know what you're doing, because if you know what you're doing, you can be dangerous with this.